Excuse me, why is it we always have new transfer students?
It's because the main character of our anime is in this class. All right, son, come on in. Mr. Rindo, you prefer to be called Ranmaru, is that right?
It's Miss Rindo.
Number 22, Rindo Ranmaru from Binbo Gambiga, or released in America as Good Luck Girl. This high school bancho wants to,
I love karate! My dream is to bring back my father's martial arts dojo that closed down after he went bankrupt!
Yeah, I think you know already. During his high school days, this pink-haired man named Rindo Genjuro was once a bancho, a leader of delinquents, who one day fought against a sukeban, a female delinquent. The battle resulted in a tie, with Genjuro's cap being torn, but one day ended up marrying this woman. Sadly, his wife passed away, leaving behind a baby girl, but Genjuro always wanted to have a son, so he names their daughter with the boy's name, and raises her like a man to one day succeed as head of the family's karate dojo. Genjuro even passes down his torn cap as a sign of manhood. Raising a girl as a man resulted in Ranmaru being super strong, capable of fighting tigers, become friends with bears, beat up fists of North Star bandits, and even duel against gods of misfortune. Well, manly! Ranmaru will save her friends from anything and always repays her promises. Well, manly! She even trains with a mecha of herself. Well, manly! Ranmaru was even compared to Kinnikuman Lady. Well, manly! Ranmaru is so well manly that girls wanna screw her.
Ranmaru is more manly than all you losers put together!
Wait, I'm what?
Manly! Ranmaru is a lot of fun and a modern example of a well-manly character that represents an older Japanese lifestyle. Most scenes depict her as a very determined competitive warrior who wants to solve things in a primitive format, thereby punching things. A surprising hook for most audiences is similar to the manga Kongo Bancho, since Ranmaru is a person who surprises everyone with her insane strength and manly demeanor, which leads to many comedic opportunities. Similar to Ursa Scarlet, Ranmaru has the same blend of incredible feats of power, while also bringing humor to the table.
Just hit me! Ah! What is wrong with you, you repulsive son of a bitch? You can punch me or slap me or kick me! I don't want gravy!
The first thing that might have gotten your attention from this character is her attire, consisting of a delinquent leader Gakuran. Hey! Is that yeah! Nope. It's not. Kujo Jotaro isn't the only character who wears these types of clothes. There's plenty of other people who wear their school uniforms with a cap, which can be found in Sakigake Otokojuku and even the manga Susano or some other delinquent series. Another option is the character Daidoji from Senran Kagura. Here's some trivia. In the Funimation English dub, both Ranmaru and Daidoji are voiced by Martha Harms.
Your character was very different, in my opinion.
Yes.
From you. Really? And from anything I've ever heard you do.
Yeah.
Before. And you got to play Butch for the first time, right? Have you done a Butch before? I've done a little bit before. Done kind of like a military role before.
Yeah.
You know, like a commanding woman.
Yeah, that's like womanly commanding,
right.
and this was so male. Like to hear, because you have such a sexy voice.
Yeah.
And to hear you go for Butch, like really take all of the sex out of your voice and just be manly, and that's a stretch, and that was great.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Ranmaru's got a lot of stylish panels showing off her cool look, and it wouldn't be till 2016's Rokudo no Onatachi that you would see these types of characters. In contrast to her tomboyish exterior, she actually wishes to be more girly. Ranmaru appreciates her dad raising her as a single parent, but she never agreed with his strict regulations of the total removal of femininity. Genjuro wouldn't let Ranmaru wear women's clothing, and the one time he caught her, Ichigo decides to have a talk with Genjuro, and a little skirmish later led for the dad to realize he was wrong. Genjuro misunderstood his daughter's motives, believing she was becoming materialistic and distracted from discipline. He wasn't even aware of Ranmaru's forced male role, as Genjuro was a single parent. More than likely, both Genjuro and his wife were raised in a similar macho lifestyle, so girly things is something he wasn't used to. Maybe Genjuro wanted to see his wife's manly spirit live on in his daughter, and not knowing how to raise a girl led to this result. If his wife was still around, he'd probably be more accepting of his daughter's role as a woman, but at least he wasn't as bad when compared to Oscar's and Kyubei's fathers. Now those guys have some serious parenting problems. Genjuro would apologize for his strict parenting, even allowing Ranmaru to wear what she wants. Ranmaru would occasionally dress in girlish clothing, but she feels more comfortable wearing her manly bancho clothes.
He made you put on that nasty outfit, huh?
No. In fact, the old man told me I could wear whatever I want. But to tell you the truth, I think I like this better. Sorry about yesterday, and I appreciate all your help, but I've realized I'm happy just the way I am. Thank you, though. And my father told me to tell you thank you as well.
Ranmaru is a character who's had a male gender role forced upon her, but she still respects her father. Whether it's because he's the only family she has, or some other sentimental reason, it's definitely not out of fear. Ever since this talk, the Rindo family has gotten closer, and Genjiro's been a lot more lenient. There's plenty of scenes where he supports his daughter, but like any manly dad, he still disapproves of any man taking away his little girl, which leads to some funny encounters. In the end, what Ranmaru wants more than anything is a boyfriend, and you can tell just by looking at her face. Unluckily for Ranmaru, many girls tend to ask her out, but she's not interested. Ranmaru is a character who blends both masculinity and feminism either with her shonen spirit or her girly side. At one point, she even sports a pompadour for a few chapters and battles against a delinquent misfortune god. But no matter what she's wearing, she still kicks ass.
This is one of my favorite lines of yours, and I don't know why, but when she introduces the monkey that she's there with, and you like notice the monkey, the line is,
"That is one cute monkey."
It's just total removal from the scene of, okay, yeah, I will acknowledge that is an adorable monkey.
Oh yeah, that's like the one girly thing about you is that you're really intense about
Yeah.
you. Oh yeah, that's right. I had so much fun recording that stuff.
Given the content in this video, you would think this character would be top 10 material, and honestly, she could be. But there's a problem. Here's the part of the video you're not gonna like. Despite Ranmaru being very appropriate for a battle series, Binbo Gamiga or Good Luck Girl is not a battle shonen. There's fights in it, but it's mostly a comedy drama. Binbo Gamiga has an anime adaptation of 13 episodes, and Ranmaru first appears in episode 7, leaving her with small appearances. So how about the manga? Well, even there, she has very little spotlight. Binbo Gamiga has about 8 main characters, and I think she plays a third role of the girls section. Similar to how Joey Wheeler is a third string when compared to Yugi or Kaiba. The problem is the manga explodes with too many characters, resulting in a very chaotic approach to attempt a balanced screen time for everyone. She's one of the strongest characters in the series, but that doesn't mean much if the main focus is comedy. There's barely any fights in this manga. These short bursts are fun, but rather than reading, it would be more entertaining to be seen animated. Those who haven't read the manga, the main cast of girls actually consists of 4 characters, not 3. The missing member is the rich ninja Nadeshiko. She appears in brief shots of the anime, but Nadeshiko is usually paired up with Ranmaru during fights and tend to play off each other. This is another reason why a season 2 should exist, or better yet, I would enjoy a Ranmaru spin-off, which should be a ridiculous comedic battle shonen in the style of Kongo Bancho or Sakigake Otokojuku. It could be the womanliest thing ever, which could be easily accepted in modern times. We already have Kill la Kill, Teppu, Nejimagi Kagyo, Saotome Senshu, Rokudo no Onatachi, the list goes on, and Ranmaru would fit right in.
You screw with my friends, you screw with me! She got my knife.
A womanly Ranmaru spin-off, like that will ever happen. I've been waiting for a Good Luck Girl Season 2, but as of this recording, it's 2018, meaning it's been 6 years since the anime ended. Despite the manga being complete for quite a while, there hasn't been any news of more anime material. The author's other work, Twin Star Exorcist, got an anime adaptation, and that's not what I wanted. Rindo Ranmaru needs a spin-off, for this girl could have easily made it into the top 10 with just her personality, but sadly her attention is so tiny that it couldn't portray all of her womanliness. I was shocked to learn that this character was made before anyone else in the series. It kinda gives the impression that the original story could have been something else entirely. Ranmaru is one of those examples of a young woman briefly struggling with gender identity. but some of the next characters in this list will explore those feelings in a more mature direction. Rindo Ranmaru is a young woman who will eventually blend both girly and womanly as she changes a bit during the end of the manga. She stops dressing like a bancho but is constantly challenged by both men and women who fight to earn her love. She will accept a date to anyone who defeats her in battle, and something tells me that's gonna be a long time till she finds true love, or maybe she already found it. Ranmaru is a very fun character, and I hope one day we can see her again.
The cool thing about Ranmaru is that she had that arc throughout the show, so that it started out really gravelly and butch, but then by the end of the show, she actually is. She's gone through this journey of like
softened.
She's softened.
Yeah.
She's made
Well, and then she
friends,
goes
she's-
super girly for a second. Right?
Yeah, exactly. She's had that.
Oh,
so
that was funny
the
too.
spike in
Well, and at the end of that episode, you know, you show back up at school in your old beat-up boy clothes, and you're like, yeah, Dad said I could wear whatever I want, but I'm more comfortable in this. And
She's
so,
a little
you know,
bit changed on the inside.
Come on, Monk! Give it all you got! Pedal to the metal!